Winter is coming. Mondo is keeping it animated, and there's just too many damn releases. Give us a break. We're all going to the Kumite to make our father proud. It's time for Points of Articulation. Welcome, everybody, to Points of Articulation. I know it's a football Sunday. Do we really give a crap about the Chiefs and the Bills? I don't, because the Eagles won. Go Birds. That's all that really matters. And there's an in-art thing going on. We're going to be like 100% in-art free here tonight. So, yeah, you won't have to hear us make excuses about 2.0s. Oh, my God, did I just say that live? Shit. Let me bring everybody in. Here's our panel. Did I say that live? Please. There's no hate. No hate. How's everybody doing?
Doing pretty good.
Well, thanks.
Yes, sir.
Wow, Henry, I just really noticed how like your room it's so empty back there.
Yeah. Under construction.
So is real quick, is this room is this going to be like the main room, or is this like your office and then you're going to have another room?
Office, then there's going to be another room.
Oh, you lucky son of a bitch.
Yeah.
You lucky son of a bitch. Well, let's say hello to Windman while he's here. What's up, Windman? He's doing something for Randall, and I cannot wait to show you guys. I cannot wait. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Lumi, what's going on? It's been a while. At least on the show.
Nothing much. Just enjoying this Sunday. Back to work tomorrow. So I'm glad to be here with you guys. Talk about some figures. Mm-hmm.
That's awesome. Yeah. You how the kids? How is work?
It's good. The students are good. We started our new semester like 3 weeks ago, so we're almost at interim reports. So grades. I'm making sure. I'm an art teacher, but I also check
Love the art
grades for all of their classes when they're in my room, and I get on them about if they're doing bad in any other classes. So they hate me for that. I'm like, oh, what's going on in math though? Like,
nice.
Doing fine in my class, or what's going on in English class? Got to stay on them.
Yeah, well, art teachers are very important. Art extracurriculars. But yeah, thank you for being here. And 𝗧cie 𝗧cie Friday. Are you still doing? I haven't been able to catch your recent Friday live streams. I've been actually going to the doctor. I have some things going on that I don't know what's going on. So we're hoping to figure that out this week. Fingers crossed. But how are you?
Yeah, I'm great. Yeah, fingers crossed. I hope you get news and it's all good news. But yeah, I mean, I'm trying to keep Friday nights alive. It's a bit tricky with the daylight savings for you guys because it starts bang on like 9 Eastern, whereas before it was a 12-hour difference. But yeah, I mean, people keep asking me to do it, and I figure I'm just like a channel of the people at this stage. So I'll keep going till someone tells me to shut up, basically.
Listen, I had such a great time streaming with you on that show. It was so much fun.
But now everyone wants every stream to be 4 hours, and it's like, no, Helen needs to sleep because we wrapped up at about my 2 a.m. and I was just shattered the next day. I
was working on shirts. I was working on some shirts for somebody during that whole 4 hours, so y'all kept me occupied.
Oh, seriously?
Yep.
It was my fault. I came in like 2 hours in, and we just like kept it going. But it was a lot of fun.
Quick. It went quick. I didn't even realize till you said it. I was like, oh, we've been streaming forever.
Yeah, you're right. It did go quick. We talked about some crazy topics. Like it was like Buc-ee's and just like not your typical stuff. But yeah, it was so much fun. Look, we have people here. They've come over from 𝗁cie𝗂𝗧𝗆𝗋𝗆𝗄𝗆's thing in the game. What is up, Web's Love? 1122. Nice. Great to have you here. And of course, my man, the Bro Collector, he just sent me I haven't even liked it yet, but he made an Atlas Grail case, and it turned out amazing. I cannot wait to share that. And what did I've been finding hard to justify spending $600 plus for a singular figure. I had to convince myself to buy the RoboCop 2-pack 3 years ago for $750. Damn. Yeah. Yeah. The whole like in art, everything's getting so expensive, and we're gonna discuss a little bit about that. And Cat in the House is in the house. Cat in the House is in the house. My man. Great game, Cat. You know, it's hard for a rookie quarterback to make it to the Super Bowl, but yeah, it was a good game. And still, you come up here, I'm getting you cheesesteaks. I'll take you to the best spots. And then 1/6 delight. What is up? All right, so as most of you know, this is a game show. So I will ask questions, the panel will give their opinions, and I will play what is it, the Roman emperor. I will say yay, and you will hear this sound, or I will say nay, and you will hear this sound. It's a fun game, so whatever happens at the end, it's all fun. And then the winner gets to tell us a little bit about either themselves or a thing. If they want to talk about a light bulb, you know, that they saw one day, and it was like, oh, look at that light bulb. That's a weird shape. And then you just talk about it for like 30 seconds to a minute, and that's just a fun way to get to know people in the community. So yeah. So here we go with the first word. And yeah, let's see. The first word. This is where I need to get one of those, like, you know, the intros. The first word. All right, Hot Toys. Well, Hot Toys Winter Soldier went up for pre-order this week. Yet again, the artisan does not have a sculpted counterpart. Even I said it was going to be 100% in art free, but fuck it. Even in art for most of their figures includes a sculpted version. I don't know if Hermione does. I don't think so, but that's why I said for most figures. Why does Hot Toys not offer a sculpted option for all of their figures? They would make a ton of money. Lumi, what's going on? Why are they leaving money on the table?
I mean, I have no idea. Hot Toys makes choices. Nobody knows why they do these things. Maybe they just thought that having the hair was better and they didn't want to make any more. They didn't want to make a sculpt for. I have no idea. But yeah,
I think you're saying lazy. I think you're saying Hot Toys is being lazy.
Yeah, they are. They're being lazy, and they could use all that extra time they're doing these exclusives to do an Okoye, you know? Like, could have been had an Okoye.
Could have. That's very good point. You
don't have to worry about hair
needed.
You don't have no hair needed for that.
No hair needed. Son of a bitch. Like, what is going on with, you know, that figure would have it as a limited edition if they don't trust the numbers, right? If they don't trust that they'll sell out, do it as a limited, see if it's popular. I bet you it's popular.
Do it as a sideshow exclusive or something. I don't know. They need to figure it out, because I'm tired. I'm tired of waiting.
Black Panther needs his guard. Helen, why does Hot Toys refuse for at least it's the majority of their artisan figures that do not have the sculpted counterpart? And some of them are popular. They're very popular, the character.
Well, first of all, I have to also say, Team Okoye, make her Howard Chan. I know where your office is now, so don't think one day I'm not turning up. But look, Howard is a mystery wrapped in a riddle. Why do they do what they do? We don't know. And I think the thing that really perplexes me with the Winter Soldier being artisan alone is that they're giving us a 2.0 of that Captain America strike suit. So there's going to be a lot of people getting a nice Captain America with improved proportions and likeness and the magnetic base and all that stuff. And I know for me, I didn't pre-order that till I knew I could get Bucky. So this makes no sense to me. I don't like this growing trend of we're seeing more figures just be artisan, Anakin, then the Black Widow. now 𝗵𝗀𝗃,
Yes.
the Harley Quinn. I'm not a fan. I just think if you want to have that super deluxe version for people who want that, I think there's still a lot of people that are not really on the rooted hair train. So I know for me with the Harley Quinn, not interested in that artisan version. Had they done sculpted, I would have been in. So I'm not sure. My only, and I guess, hypothesis is this Hot Toys just trying to build up hype and scarcity? Because for the longest time we were all saying,
point.
don't pre-order, don't bother, things get bargain binned. So is this their way of just getting hype and getting us back onto that, oh my god, I must pre-order train? Maybe, but I mean, I think with 𝗵𝗀𝗃, they are leaving a lot of money on the table because you've got a new Steve coming out.
Were you able to secure one?
I did, but I went through a reseller and I was pleasantly surprised that the markup was not as big as I expected. So I think I'm paying something like $80 Australian, which is 50 US, more than had I gone through Sideshow. And I didn't have to wake up at 2 a.m. to order it. And also I saw some people were in the queue and then got told, sorry, we can't sell to your region. So I don't even know.
Oh, wow.
Is that going to be a
that
problem
happens.
for me? Like, are they even going to ship it to me here in Australia? So
That's a good point.
I went through a reseller. It's my first time buying an artisan and
Was it
buying
Jeremy?
a pre-order through a reseller. So I'm hoping that all goes well. So it's all new territory for me. But I wanted 𝗵𝗀𝗃 to go with Steve, so here I am.
Henry, my man, it's been a while since we did this.
Yeah, a long time.
What are your thoughts on this? Why can't they give us the best of both worlds, where there are people that do not like rooted hair no matter how good it is? For some, that is their thing, and that's fine. That's like, and sometimes the sculpted is better. So what do you think? What's going on?
Actually, I could be one of these guys. Actually, if there's a sculpted versus a rooted, I would go with the sculpted most of the times. So that's why I feel like people that like sculpted, sculpted hair, they're kind of left hanging here on this one. That's why I didn't go after the 𝗵𝗀𝗃. That's especially why I didn't go after the 𝗵𝗀𝗃. So I don't know. That's a weird situation.
So you didn't even try. You
I didn't even try.
Okay, yeah, nice.
Nope. And it is what it is. I know, but you should give both options. That's what I think. And like Lumi said, you should have sometime like a 𝗖𝘀 exclusive or something like that. That would really help. But that was a big reason I didn't pick it up. So I don't have to comb it every week or so. So no, I'm okay.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
I was one of the ones in this point in time, I wouldn't be able to financially, budget wise, be able to put that. I strategically just waited for it to all blow over, and I would check to see if it was joined waitlist yet. As soon as it's joined waitlist, boom, I went on the list. Maybe in 3-4 months, it'll be available. Which I have been able to get the waitlist to convert on every one of these artisans. So get on early if you have it. If you weren't able to get it, get on early. So yeah, that's my not a warning, my advice. My advice: get on early. All right, moving on to the second question. This week we had Iconic Studios, we had Asmus Toys, we also had Caustic Plastic announce Duncan MacLeod from Highlander, Snake Plissken from Escape from New York, and Frank Dukes from Bloodsport, respectively. Now, these are 3 figures from not your typical license. I don't want to call them atypical licenses because that sounds like they're abnormal. I don't know. They're not your comic book and your Star Wars, because that's like the bulk of these figures. Now, I love seeing this stuff, especially from movies that I like. What figure from an atypical license would you like to see, Helen?
Oh, goodness. Put me on the spot.
Oh, and the chat, let me know. Not one of these, but something that you love. And you will see not Ferris Bueller's Day Off. You can't use that one again.
No. Look, I think for me, I don't know if people are familiar with a TV show called Vikings, which I believe was on the History Channel in the US.
That's
That
no,
was a
yeah, it's a good one.
fantastic show, incredibly underrated, and the costumes were they would be interesting costumes. So for me, I was always really bummed we never got anything from Vikings. I think there's a third party figure that tried to make Lagertha and it didn't look great. But I think the early seasons of Vikings was some amazing TV, and if they were to give me the big three of Ragnar, Lagertha, and Rollo, I would be all in on them. I think they would be great figures.
That's a good one, and you could you'll have a Skarsgård in there, right? Is it one of the Skarsgård brothers?
Yeah, Floki. And there's so many characters they could do. There's Floki, there's Björn. If you looked at the later seasons, like, it would be a bit like Game of Thrones, where depending how deep you're going to go, you could make quite a few characters. But yeah, we just got, I think it was Chronicle Collectibles got the license to that, and then they showed a Ragnar and then never made it. So nothing ever came out. I think they actually went bust as a company. So it's a shame, because now obviously it's finished a few years ago. So I'm not sure if the same interest is there from most people, but I'd be interested.
That's a good one. Yeah. What about you, Henry? What atypical license would you like to see a character come from?
I like two. I like to go Magnum PI and Knight Rider.
They haven't made any. No, those are
these
two. Yeah. Nobody's
with the
made
cars.
Those in first person. Yeah, first person. It's first party. Licensed.
Not first party. No.
Yeah,
with the
first
cars
party.
Yeah.
Wait, like the which? What were you saying?
I said the cars.
The car too. Okay. Yeah. Kit.
Both figures,
that's where Jazz Inc. We're all hoping that they.
And the red Ferrari that Magnum was driving.
Oh, you're going full 1/6 vehicles with the figures. I love it. That's a great one. What about you, Lumi? Atypical license that you want to see?
It would have to be anything Pam Grier from the 70s. I would love. I would love a coffee figure. Just her with a shotgun. That's all I need. Just a Pam Grier figure. Like, you can put her in a different outfits from the movies. Something else that I would love to see is what's the movie Death Proof, with all the ladies from Death Proof and getting the car. Yeah. Oh my God, that would be awesome.
And Kurt Russell.
Yes, that would be so cool. It's so many different licenses. I'm just happy that they announced figures that wasn't a purple jacket Joker. Like, I'm just happy that they announced something that wasn't Joker. You know?
Hey, that's coming in like 2 to 3 years. A 2.0 from InArt. That's what I saw. 2 to 3 years, we're gonna get another one of those. Wow. But yeah, you know what also would be great, since you brought up Death Proof, to get like a machete. Like, just do the whole double feature. That would be pretty friggin' awesome. Oh, look, it's Roach with I love his name, and he has the little roach with the jacket on the side. I love that. I love that. But those are great. Wait, we'll see what I would love to see. A Boondock Saints 2-pack. That's another good. That's one I'm surprised. It's one of those cult classic movies that you would think somebody would have, like, Caustic Plastic. That's who they should do Boondock Saints. But we are finished round one. And what do we have here? Oh, it's a tight one, ladies and gentlemen. If I can pull it up, it's a tight one. There we go. We got 6-scale 𝗔𝗶𝗹 with 7, 1/6 Syndicate with 6, and Luminara with 6. Later, they will somehow get into the ring and do mixed martial arts. That's the tiebreaker tonight. So stay tuned. If they're tied, they're gonna get in the octagon, guys. We'll figure out how to get them there really quick. Octagon. All right, I'm trying to be funny. I'm trying to be funny, guys. I'm trying to be funny. I'm sorry. Let's move this. All right, now we come to the section that is kind of like typical for for panel shows, and it's the buy or sell. And we've had a lot of, releases and announcements this week. Sometimes a bit too many. Like there's been since December, it's been just hell with these releases. But we'll start off with Hot Toys released Miles Morales from Across the Spider-Verse. Henry, are you buying Miles Morales from across buying or selling Miles Morales from across the Spider-Verse? Let me see if I can find him here in my whole thing. But go ahead.
Yeah, I actually saw it. It's a buy. If anyone that started with that line already, I would say definitely pick this up. Why not? I also there's a Prowler that's supposed to come out, and I think there was also another one.
Yeah, Miles G.
Yeah, exactly. So if you're gonna get all those, you might as well jump on this one too. Why not?
I mean, there we go. I'm catching up. What about you, Lumi? What do you?
Yeah, this is definitely a buy. I'm not getting into this line, but this is definitely a buy. Like I would love the improvements they did, the way his suit looks, the fact that he's taller is awesome. Like he did a really good job, and he's gonna look great with Hobie. So if you getting Hobie, you gotta get all of them. Gotta get all of them. I think that
Love says it's a sell. Which one? What'd you say? Oh God, that Hobie! My wait list converted, so we're getting it. But yeah, that's a great combo. What about you, Helen? Are you buying or selling Miles Morales?
I feel like I always provide multiple answers with some of these because for me personally, it's a sell. I don't have Spider-Man figures, but I feel like people that are into this line are very committed. They're going to pick these things up. I like the way this looks. You've got the sort of casual clothes, you've got the suit, you've even got different iterations with this half mask look, which I think is really nice. You've got the full mask, the head sculpt, and, as Lumi said, he's growing up. He's a bit bigger, so there are some differences between that original figure to this one. So I think if you're into Miles and into the line, I think this is one that people will definitely want to buy.
Yeah, the update on the suit, I'm really enjoying that. So yeah, those are all amazing opinions on this. This is like Henry said, if you're in this line, just get it. Unless you have the first one, you're happy with the first one. Although I will say the accessories, the extra, the clothing, the extra like you get so much more with the second Miles. So yeah, that it's I like it. So on to the next one, which I'm probably the only one excited about this figure. So whatever. Whatever, but Mondo is keeping it animated. Let me see. There we go. This thing is just beautiful to me. So Mondo continues their Batman the Animated Series line with a 1/6 scale Clayface. This is a monster. I mean, it's massive. Buy or sell Mondo's Clayface. Lumi.
I would say sell just because I'm not into these. I'm into the Mondo figures. They look really cool. If they do a storm, I'm all over it. But
that's coming, right?
Though. I did love the animated series though from the 90s, so it has that appeal. But yeah, it just wouldn't fit anywhere in my collection, and I don't have any Batman, so he really wouldn't have nobody to stand next to.
I just want to point this out too. It is seamless. Like there's a joint in here that's there. So I had the video. It didn't work out that to have it on the show, but whatever. We'll do a better job next time. I promise. Everybody out there. What about you, 𝗫 buying or selling the Clayface?
I'm gonna buy because I have a newfound appreciation of love and Clayface from the Harley Quinn animated series.
Oh, me too.
I feel like
Hell
you can be a bit flexible with this. Like, do you put him with a Batman? Do you put him with a Harley? I think you can do whatever you want here. But I mean, you know, Batman the animated series, there's still a lot of love for that. And I think it's quite a unique figure, and being seamless, that's super cool. But yeah, I feel like I'd get him, and I'd want him with Harley to represent the Harley Quinn show.
Yeah, listen, I was gonna say in that little intro that I would love to see figures from that Harley Quinn show, because like it's such a good show. And but yeah, I pulled the trigger on this though. Henry, are we buying or selling?
Yeah, I'm buying this one. That's for sure. I'm buying this. I do. The only thing with Mondo is I'm not a big fan of the seams and the joints and things like that. But the fact that they try to hide it on this one is not bad. But there is a Batman that did come out from a third party that can go very well with it. So I'm definitely gonna jump on this.
Yeah, so the third party one, it's a good figure. For me, it doesn't feel cartoonish, but hey, that's me, and I don't mind the joints. It kind of reminds me of, because basically what I'm doing with this Mondo line is replacing my Hasbro ones from the 90s and making them bigger. So yeah, and also please, Harley Quinn TV show versions, please. I want a Bane. I love how they made Bane, and then they use what Tom Hardy's voice from the Dark Knight Rises. It was genius. It's genius. But anyway, I like it. I like it a lot. So let us move on to this one. Is for me. Caustic Plastic. I'm loving these guys. They're doing some really, really good stuff, some different stuff. I have their what do you call it? Their Inspector Clouseau. But Caustic Plastics announced Frank, I want to say Dux. I can't remember. I haven't seen the movie in years. Or is it Dukes? I don't know. It's DUX from Bloodsport. I love that movie. I think I like Kickboxer a little bit more. We'll talk about that later. And I love seeing, like I said earlier, licenses from not comic book or Star Wars. Henry, are you going to go to the Kumite and make your father proud? Buy or sell Frank Dukes?
I do love the movie, but I'm not gonna get that. I'm not gonna get it. I just don't have anywhere in my collection to just put it there. But that's one. It's a nice piece. It does look nice. But Bloodsport is my favorite out of Kickboxer. Bloodsport. Actually, like Bloodsport more, believe it or not. So
it's a tough one. But when you see him like kicking the tree, like getting into the training, what do you mean you don't have any place to put this?
I just don't know where. I'm telling you, man, I just don't know where. I would have that sitting somewhere. I don't know. I think I'm gonna buy it and it'll just be sitting there. I don't know. Just won't. All right.
Well, that's legit. That's legit. I'm not gonna give you a hard time for that. There we go. That's legit. Lumi. Frank Dukes, did you watch this as a kid growing up? Like
I've seen Bloodsport a few times growing up. I love Jean-Claude, like Universal Soldier and Universal Soldier Return. Those are my movies.
Yeah.
The body sculpt on this looks amazing. Look at the vein in his arm, like the shade, like the cutness of it looks great. I'm sure this is seamless bodies. You can get them to do the splits if you want to do the splits. This just looks really, really good. So I would definitely buy it if I was collecting like this type of figures, but he looks great. He definitely a buy.
All right. Well,
yeah, another split answer for me. Because I think, we're seeing you know, not just with these figures, but we're also seeing a lot of the Sylvester Stallone figures. So I think if you loved that sort of 80s era of action movies, which I think, you know, we'd all agree was some, you know, pretty great cinema, I think you can build yourself out a great collection that you probably didn't think would be possible. So for me
So true.
personally, I'd sell, but I can see a lot of people wanting to buy because you know, even re-getting some Arnie figures like Conan the Barbarian, you're getting Bloodsport, the Sylvester Stallone stuff that's coming out. I think it appeals to, I would think, current collectors, but probably a whole new group of people that maybe just really love action figure movies, but never really got into the whole collecting side of it, because I think all those actors have such big fan bases. So I think it looks great, and I think it's also a pretty clever move because fans of these actors might want to get into the hobby.
Yeah, I totally agree. They did this prototype. If it turns out that it's looking like this, they did a very good job on this body. I know there's the ankle joints down here, and there might be wrist joints, but I'm not sure. But yeah, this is. Bravo, Caustic Plastic. And I hope people buy this. Like, a lot of Caustic Plastic stuff. Here's my little Caustic Plastic spiel. Randall's going to stay in the corner because he'll just talk about Star Ace all day. But Caustic Plastic, you can still get, like, pretty much almost all their... Like, they have their Fonzie. You can still get Fonzie off their website. You can still get... I think Agent Cooper from Twin Peaks, which I will be adding that to my collection because I love Twin Peaks, and with David Lynch passing away, it makes me sad to think about that imagination, that spirit, that soul isn't, you know, still here. But you can still get Caustic Plastic stuff. Please buy their stuff so they can still do stuff like this. I'm telling
you. They have the Frankenstein also, don't they?
Oh, that's coming. Yeah, the Universal Monsters version from the movie. That looks spectacular, and I believe Rocco, the sculptor, actually helped out with those. I think he posted something like years ago, but I'm they're doing. I think they're doing a bunch of the Universal Monsters, which is going to be awesome too, because anyway, I'm like I'm loving what I'm seeing from them. So yeah, they're doing a great job. Let's support. The only way we're going to keep on getting you know, these atypical licensed figures is by supporting the companies that make them, because if they go out of business, nobody's going to go after these figures. You know, because they'll be like, no, I'm not going to make any money. So let's see here. Next, I hate StreamYard with the way they make you have to, like, you're trying to share a screen, but you can't share multiple things at the same time. Anyway, we're back to this guy. We're like this guy. That's all week. All we hear about is this guy, the one on the screen. Wait. You see him. He's right there. Just too much of this guy all week. Well, if you haven't heard, the Winter Soldier Artisan Edition was announced this week, and it went on pre-order. And they decided to make a very popular character, you know, limited. They could have went the Black Widow route, where they had, you know, they upped their numbers. I bet you would have still sold out if you threw another 1,000 in there. You would have sold out. But anyway, where am I? Am I at Helen? Buy or sell the Winter Soldier Artisan Edition? I kind of know what your answer is, but let's see it, hear it for reals.
Look, for me, this is a total buy. There's so much to like about this new figure, aside from rooted hair, which for me personally, I can take it or leave it, but the fact that jacket that has been so problematic for absolutely everyone is going to be genuine leather. It's the thing we've cried out for the longest time. Like, so many people when the 2.0 conversation has come up, so many people have said, give us a new Winter Soldier. I also really love that the metallic arm, you're going to come with 3 swap out arms, because I know for me, I've got the original, and bending that arm on that single joint always feels so stressful if it's been in a position for a while. I always get so nervous about it. So the fact that it's coming with 3 arms that you can swap out to have different poses for, I love that. There's so much to like about it, like the new base that's going to match the Captain America. It's got that Hydra logo on it. And for me, I feel like this was the best iteration of Bucky. Is he really the Winter Soldier after this? I don't know that he is, but for me, this is my favorite Marvel movie, and I feel like a lot of people have a lot of love for this movie. So that's why it was like, I've never bought an Artisan before, but for this one, I knew I couldn't miss out, because I wanted him, and I wanted him to be paired with the new Steve. So, as I said, I think there's a lot to like about this one.
What about you, Henry? Did you?
Well,
no, wait. You already said that you didn't want this one, but in the grand scheme of things, as a figure, would you buy or sell this figure?
Yeah, especially if someone has the older one. This is one hell of an upgrade. Like you said, it has leather now. So many more arms. And some people, like I said, likes the rooted hair. So it's a great figure. It just wasn't for me. That's all. But it's a great figure. So yeah,
I'll give you
good
that
one. Yeah.
Lumi.
I think if you're going to update, this is how you do it. You give the additional arm. You give the what does it say? Stunning hair craftsmanship. You have to have that. You know, looks really good. If they would have had the sculpted edition, it would have been even better for everybody. But I mean, this is definitely a buy. If I was collecting on this, it looks really good. And shout out to Lisa. She actually got one. She loves Sebastian Stan.
Yeah, I saw that.
And I'm so happy she was actually able to get him, because she actually drew a picture of him from What If season 3. She drew one of the pictures of Sebastian Stan, our Winter Soldier in the show. So I'm just happy she got him. But I think he looks really good, and I love the genuine leather. Third party is not shy to genuine leather. So Hot Toys needs to really get on that, because most third party figures, a lot of them have genuine leather. My Edward Scissorhands got genuine leather. My Blade has genuine leather. My Chun-Li, her boots are genuine leather. So it's like, if they got it over there, y'all should have it. So I think it looks really good. So I'm happy for everybody who was able to snatch one.
You are so right, because I feel like this is the first. Is it the first out of the Artisans that, because I don't think Jack Sparrow, he doesn't have genuine leather. Like, I don't know. I think like they missed out on Anakin. His outfit should have been leather. Like, when you say artisan, it shouldn't just be hair, right? And that's what you're saying. You're saying this is the way to do it. Leather, premium hair. Get that sculpt all beautiful.
Some die casting,
like, throw in some die cast. Like, if this is gonna be your top of the line, and you don't have like 6 tops of the line like InArt does. Oh my god, I did that twice. InArt again. I'm sorry. Because they have like their figures, and they have them ranked in like palladium and platinum and mercury, and I don't know. I'm making those names up. I know some of them are right, but I don't remember. But you're right. Everything should be tippy top if you're going to artisan it out, and if you're going to charge me this money. Like, come on. Come on. It's a lot of money. But we are, you know what? We're going to end the buy or sell there. And we are going to go to our final round, but let's check out the score. Should we check out the score? I think we should check out the score. If I can get to the screen and check out the score. Check out the score. Check out the score. That's the check out the score song. All right. Holy schmoly cannoli. We have 17 with the Shiro. The Syndicate has 15, and Lumi has 16. All right. It's a tight one. Oh man, we might actually go into that battle royale later. You guys, I hope you guys are getting ready, stretch it out. So All right, this is the showdown. Was I too loud? Sorry. This is a sell for the Winter Soldier was a sell. All right, Lunar New Year starts this week. Will we see more surprise announcements before Wednesday, Henry? And if so, what's your best guess at what surprise figure could we get announced? So
something Star Wars for sure.
Today or tomorrow, tonight or Monday or Tuesday. But go ahead. What was that?
I said something Star Wars for sure.
That's a good guess. That's a good guess. But can you please be more specific? Give me something, because if I have it and then it comes true, boy, would that be one hell of a short. Come on, let's build.
There's just so many. There's just so many states. So I just don't know. I just don't know, man. There's so many.
Sorry, no. That's the coward's way out, sir. Lumi, are we gonna get a surprise this week? And if we do, what do you think Hot Toys is gonna do? What's their shocker before the Lunar New Year? 2 weeks of nothingness.
I would say, knowing Hot Toys, this might be another special edition trooper. Something, I don't know. They drop a troop. They'll drop a trooper on you. They'll drop random what if Sith character on you.
Trooper it's broad. Can we get what kind of trooper? What are we gonna? What trooper are we getting?
They're going to do I don't know, maybe another something from one of the other troopers from Ahsoka or something. I don't know. They just throw stuff at you. It's like it's so much. Like I don't
Sorry. know. Yeah. Wow. All right. Vrechelen.
Look.
Are we going to get any surprises this week? Monday, Tuesday? I don't think Wednesday. I think Wednesday. Oh, well, that's today. Tomorrow. I think tomorrow would be the only day, right? Tomorrow's the only. Well, you're in tomorrow.
Yeah. Well, I'm in the same time zone as Hong Kong, so we're at Monday morning, and I think it's Monday or Tuesday is if we're going to get anything, that's it. But I think history has shown us whenever In-Art makes an announcement or drops a PO, Howard likes to do a little something to make people question where their money's going to go. And for me, I feel like maybe this is when Blade or Cajun Card Dealer go up for pre-order. That would be a little bit of a spicy entry into the Lunar New Year. They did the teaser of the Resistance. We haven't seen announcements for all of them. I know a lot of people are really eagerly awaiting those two. So I'm wondering if we get one of those two up for PO.
Okay. That would make a lot of people happy, especially Blade. That'd be a great way to go into the year of the snake. All right. So we are on our final question. We were rolling tonight. With the high number of releases starting in December and continuing up to this point, because it's like, here's a release, and here's a release for you, and here's a release for you. Everybody gets a release. Are the toy companies overwhelming collectors to the point of, possible cancellations? I know I'm starting to lose a little bit of that joy. Are you guys? Lumi?
Well, I'm not, because I don't pre-order a lot, but for everybody else who gets like mostly everything, I know they are feeling it now. Like some people were like, they had to cancel stuff that they had pre-ordered. They had to move dates around. So I remember when they knew that Jack Sparrow was about to hit, people started switching them to payment plan because they was like, I'm not ready for this. So switching stuff to payment plan. I've seen a lot of people do that. I've seen, I've been trying to keep people on box watch just so they can know, like, you can't get everything, because you can't have 17 boxes Like Costa got 17 boxes piled up somewhere. You can't have all those boxes. So I tried to, with me,
Nothing to
mine are
nothing to
like
see
spread
here.
out. And I have like one payment left on everything that I had pre-ordered. I have like one payment left. So I'm good. But everybody else,
Okay.
like I just feel bad. Like they've been getting hit. And then they dropping new stuff you want to pre-order. So it's like, I don't know
What
how
do you
y'all
do?
do it.
Yeah, I don't know how.
I don't know how they do it.
Yeah, man. It's Helen. Are we being over? Are they? Is this good business practice to like overwhelm your collector base?
Well, I mean, it's interesting because it's not just releases; it's like re-releases. Like I saw yesterday on 𝗏6𝘁, the 89 Alfred, which a lot of people have been saying, I want more. Like that's coming back. So I think we're seeing a lot of people that maybe were in doubt, didn't order, and then when something's turned out great, they're like, give us more. So I think if you're a manufacturer, you've got to kind of strike while the iron's hot. While people are asking for this thing, that's when it makes sense to do another batch. But I'm a bit like Lumi, where I'm a selective collector, and I think that's where people need to be really mindful of how many pre-orders they have, because even you know, with that Winter Soldier, I heard that on the Sideshow website you could pre-order both editions. And I'm like, that's great to do when you're paying an NRD, but when you get to invoices, are you really going to have like $1,000 US sitting around to buy two? So I do think what you said about waitlist is very likely to happen, but I think this is the thing, because I mean, I guess for me in Australia, like we get things in batches, like pop culture gets stock in sea containers. So we don't get one figure here and one figure there. There's a drop and here's 15 figures. So the way I think I collect is a bit different, but I think people do need to start curating and thinking a little bit more about some of these lines and how deep do I want to go, and is this character actually something that has a sentimental value to me, or am I ordering based on hype? And I know for me, I've tried to be very mindful of, you know, like the hype for Deadpool 3 was there, and now that's settled, I'm like, do I need to buy Deadpool for the third time? Because I bought him twice and sold him. So I think I think we do. And I mean, unless you want like an attic full of boxes that you can't display and everyone can collect differently. But for me personally, what I'm bringing in is to enhance and complete current lines. And if something is a new to me IP, I have to really consider, where is it going to go? How am I incorporating it into the display? And if the answer is, I don't know, we don't order.
That's very well said. Yeah. Yeah, that's chat. I forget. I want to know your thoughts on this. Do you guys feel overwhelmed with all the releases? Let me know how you're handling this onslaught. Henry, how are you feeling about all this?
Well, I think it's a little bit getting out of control. I mean, every other day there's a new release. But then again, we are asking for these figures. We always say, "Oh, I wish you did this. I wish you did that. I wish you did this," and they just keep pumping these things out.
That's true.
So is it because we're asking for these things? Maybe, I don't know. But yeah, I wish there was a way we can collect a different way. Maybe certain companies can focus on certain things. But that's not happening. So there's companies that are all over the place. Hot Toys is all over the place. So yeah, it makes it pretty difficult to keep track of everything. Yeah. So yeah.
I feel overwhelmed and I don't even have that many. I don't have that many pre-orders. It's just hard to keep up, especially even in this, like, even if you're just like talking about it. I'm like, what? I didn't even know that the Arkham Knight Batgirl released until this morning when 𝗏𝗏 mentioned it. I was like, there was Enoch. We didn't even talk about Enoch. We didn't talk about the Arkham Knight Batgirl. We didn't talk about the Hano Spider-Man that was released. Anything else? Like last week, there was the Dewback, Miles Clayface, Frank Dux. Oh, Snake Plissken. I don't know. He wasn't released. He was announced. He was announced today. So yeah, it's a bit overwhelming. For me, even though I'm not in the, I don't even know why I let it affect me, but even though I'm not pre-ordering, you know, a lot of the stuff, I'm just over. You know what it is? It's the collector brain, or it's my what do you call it? The hoarder brain, because that's. I think I'm really a hoarder. I just have a good coping mechanism. Although once the brain goes, there's gonna be figures and jars of piss everywhere. It's just gonna be dead cats, jars of piss, action figures, and boxes. That's what's gonna be in my house.
One
At
other
the end of
thing I
it all.
forgot to say too was those waitlist conversions sneak up on you too. Cause I got
That's a good
my
one too. Yeah.
She-Hulk converted, and I had just paid off my Edward Scissorhands, and then my She-Hulk converted, and then I went ahead and got that. So they took the NRD, then they took the first payment out, and I was like, okay, this is a lot, you know, but people who have multiples and then all those waitlist conversions, I just pray for them. That's a lot.
Yeah, it's so true. Because you have no idea when those are going to happen. It's random.
Yeah.
It's random. And it's your only shot. Because I think I've only seen one person say they got a second chance at something. So it means it has to go through all the people again. And then, back to the thing. So Windman, he said Supergirl. I think that's the figure that he would like. No, Supergirl. Windman, what are you talking about? What you talking about, Windman? All right. Dagito. It is overwhelming, and FOMO is real. Makes it tough to say, I don't need that. And what I was trying to say about my hoarder brain is that if there's a figure that I'm like interested in, but I don't pre-order, and I don't like, it's not like one of those that are, give me the feels or whatever. There's still always in the back of my head going, if I want that in the future, I don't want to spend double. And like, if I get it now, I will beat the system. But do I really beat the system? No. It's okay to spend, I guess, a little bit more down the road. Sometimes these figures, like I saw one of those, Attack of the Clones, not Attack of the Clones, Attack of the Clones Yoda. It was like, when it first went sold out, it was like $400. Now somebody was trying to sell it for like $255. So you might be able to get, those figures. And the Broke Collector, his Batman addiction. Yeah, man. There's so much Batman. So much Batman.
Tell me about it.
And Roach with a Jacket says, it's a lot. I had to cancel 20 pre-orders. Oh, no.
Damn.
Wow.
I'm sorry to hear that. I hope you got at least some of those NRDs back, because I know some of the figures that have been recently released have been delayed. So hopefully, you've been able to get your NRD back. Like if you pre-ordered the Dewback, you'll get your NRD back. Windman was saying it just released Supergirl. Yeah. All right. Iron Man collection is destroying my room. That's a tough one. Like, especially so many armors if you want to collect all the armors. And Kat has a spectacular Star Trek ship collection, which is massive, and I love it. And I'm a little envious of that ship collection. S-Beam is in the house! Thank you for joining. S-Beam was going to be here tonight. Yeah, he was helping out a friend, a coworker, and he's such a nice guy. Dude, you deserve whatever positive vibes, to come your way, man. Especially for helping out somebody that needed it. I had four waitlist converted 89 Batman, 89 Batmobile, Batman, and Batcycle, and young Anakin all at the same time. Holy shit! That is holy, and those are all released figures. They're not like waitlist converted, pre-order figures too. Wow. real quick, were you able to you handled all those? Did you get all of them? I'm actually curious. And Cat in the House says Hot Toys is like a loan shark, always after your money. Yes, yes, they are. Those bums. Like, also, some of these figures should not be $250 or $280. Like the chopper should be sub 200. It's just a bunch of plastic. Should be sub 200. You know, you put it in a mold, whatever. I'm sorry. I'm upset. These prices are getting out of hand. But hello, Blue Tattoo. All right, let's go to adding to the stage. All right. Jeez. Helen keeps her lead, but Henry and Lumi were right on her tail. They would have been we would have had a tie, but they lost points for not just. Well, maybe I should give Lumi her one back because she said a trooper. If a trooper comes out tonight, I'll feel bad. I'll feel bad. If a trooper comes out, there we go. If a trooper comes out, I would feel bad. So we have Henry as, I don't know. We have Lumi with a trooper. Actually, he said Star Wars.
Something Star
Wars. Son of a bitch. Do I give him his point back, guys? Should I give him his point back for something Star Wars? Oh, and here's the answer to this. I got 3 out of 4. Did not get the Batman and Batcycle. Okay. But, hey, the Batmobile is probably the most important one, and Anakin. Well, the 89 Batman, very important figures. You got the important ones. So there you have it. You know what, Henry? You said something Star Wars. I'm nice. I'll give it back to you. You still didn't win, but that's okay. All right, Helen, you know the deal because you've won this before. I am going to spotlight you. You got 30 seconds to a minute to tell us something. Maybe it's a fun fact. I don't know. Maybe you're like, coconuts are actually not nuts. And it's just like, I don't know. All right, here you go.
Careful, you get me talking about pineapple again. First of all, happy Australia Day for any other Aussies watching. I know some people think it's a contentious day, but I love Australia. Very proud to be Australian and be here. So happy Australia Day, folks. It's like our 4th of July for context to everyone else. But I think it was a really interesting topic we got onto where people were talking about pressures of pre-orders. So I guess I just want to use this time to say that Chinese New Year is probably a really great circuit breaker for a lot of us. And if you are feeling pressure or feeling a little bit overwhelmed, maybe this is like a really good time to sort of go over what you've committed to, what you've got, and maybe make some future planning decisions. Like I know for me, and this is probably going to sound very nerdy, I actually draw my cabinets and what's going to go where and try to work it out. So if I can't find a place for it, I don't buy it. But as I said, perhaps this next couple of weeks, which hopefully will be a bit quieter, can give people an opportunity to maybe evaluate what's important to them, what maybe they can do without, and make some decisions, because collecting should be fun. Like, this is a hobby that, you know, we all share, that we all want to enjoy. And if it's causing you stress or financial burden, then I think take the time to make some decisions that are better for you, because no hobby should impact on your well-being. And pineapple on pizza totally goes. Thank you very much. I just lost, didn't I? I just lost all my points.
Mm-hmm.
Don't be like that.
Listen, I know that a Greek invented pineapple and ham on a pizza, but there's no pineapple and ham on a pizza. You don't do that. They will kick you out of Italy. They will. Do not tell them you do that. Do not tell them that you do. Pineapple. What's going on here? Are you and Calvin like sneaking, making some new group that's going to be pineapple on a pizza group? Because he's on me all the time about that too. No pineapple on a pizza.
I've never tried it.
delicious.
But I don't like
Oh my God.
hot fruit though. So
Oh, one of the best toasted sandwiches you can have. I've had this debate on Collectors Unite. My favorite toasted sandwich is like chicken, mayonnaise, cheese, and pineapple. It's so good. It's so good. It's so good.
That might be okay.
It's
I
the
don't have a
best.
problem with pineapple. I don't have a problem with ham. I don't have a problem with ham on a pizza. But pineapple on a pizza should not be a pineapple on a pizza. There's no pineapple, no pineapple on a pizza. Pineapple on a pizza.
Yeah, there is.
Also, Roach with the Jacket got 6 NRDs back. Fucking egg. Great job. Bravo, sir. Bravo. I went to Rome on a study abroad, and one of our students asked for ranch, and the Italians gave her the craziest look. That is, you are right, LAF Skywalker. Don't do it, please. What's wrong with you? Are you you not get enough love when you was a baby? No, I'm kidding. Anyway, that is our show for tonight. Let Lumi, what do you have going on, man? I love having different people on. I love having you on. Yeah. What's going on? What's up?
Nothing. Just waiting on PCS to ship out my Storm that's going to go back here. She's been delayed like for the 3rd time. Another problem with the paint. The factory put the wrong color. They put silver where it's supposed to be black, and they had to send all of them back. Some people actually got it with the silver and going to keep it, but I got mine directly from PCS because it was the black platinum edition, and so I'm pretty sure they shipped it back over there, and now they have to repaint it, ship it back over here. There, because they already took my final payment and everything, so I'm just waiting on that.
Well, you want to make sure you get what you ordered, so yeah. That's gonna be cool. I cannot wait to see that, because that's a perfect spot too. I can see it in your the nice little frame you have there with the camera.
It's a 3rd scale, so it's gonna be pretty big.
Holy shit. That's massive. But I love your purple background. I love that.
Nice.
What's going on with Figure Flex Friday? Are we
Figure Flex Friday? Next Friday we have started a new competition with slight new rules. When people submit, please make sure you submit and tell me exactly which photo that you want up for contention. Please don't leave it up to me, because if I pick the wrong one, you're gonna be mad. If you say you put up 5 and you hashtag all of them, I'm gonna pick the one I think is the best. So please make sure you tag it, say this one. That's what you need to do. So that way you won't have no confusion.
Especially if you want to be up for the prize. And it's always a good prize. It's always a lot of fun. So yeah, if you haven't checked it out, I'm sure you have. Come on, you have. But if you haven't, go check it out. It's great. Great figure photography. It's not just 6-scale figures. It's everything. It's art. It's everything. So yeah, it's a fun time. And
drama free, I might add.
That's the best. That's the best kind of free there is. No drama. Yeah. Helen, what do you have going on this week?
So speaking of prizes, I'm about to do my first giveaway on my channel finally after speaking about it for a long time. So I've got some metal pins that I got from Hong Kong. So there's a Hot Toys logo, and then there's pins for 3 different stores. So Toys Hunters, Secret Base, and Rebel Base. They didn't have a pin for the other one that's escaping me. So 4 metal pins. Because I just reached 2,500 subs, which is crazy to me that many people are following me. So appreciate anyone who subscribed. So I bought an extra set, and I want to give them an amazing home. So I'm going to be dropping a video. I'm hoping today, my time, just to tell people how to enter. I'm going to make it super easy. I'm not going to make people jump through a million hoops. So that giveaway is coming up, and then just the usual Friday stream for now at 9 p.m. Eastern in the US. We just chat about the weekend collecting, and I'm going to try very hard to keep that going during Chinese New Year with some different discussion topics. So it's really interactive. I I love chatting with different people and answering questions and, you know, sharing different information. So if you want to be entertained for a couple of hours during work, like, come hang out.
It is a great time. I was lucky enough to be on the show.
My first and only guest.
4 hours of fun. Next time we're gonna go for 6 because Helen does not want to sleep because it's nighttime where she's at when she does the stream. But she doesn't want to sleep. We're gonna go 6-7 hours. Let's do it. We're gonna do it one day when I'm off. We're gonna pop on there. And don't miss it. What's it? It's Fridays at 9 Eastern, right?
Yep.
Yeah. All right. Henry, what do you got going on, man? I see Henry moved, which is probably one of the worst things that you can do in life.
Yeah.
Move a house to another house. And I'm glad he's still sane and he's still with us. So what's going on? What's coming up?
Just been real busy. I think I have over 20 something boxes that are not open yet. That came in, yeah. So I have to go through that. I should be wearing 𝗬¿ci's shirt. Yeah, I should be wearing 𝗬¿ci's shirt. Definitely. So I have to go through all that and all the other figures I already have. So yeah, it's a lot of work, man. It's just a lot of work. So hopefully the next 2 weeks or so I should be ready or done.
Awesome. I can't wait. You gotta take some video when you're all finished with your 2 new rooms because I would love.
I probably will because I'm not gonna be doing this.
Put it on your Insta.
Yeah,
I will totally watch that because aren't you adding more cases and shit? You said
I had to.
Yeah,
I had to. Yeah.
So. And a segue, if you want to make the cases that Henry's made, or Helen's made, or 𝗬̱cie has made, they're all the garage shelf build. So that's what this channel is mostly about. I like to build things. So on Saturdays, I do a show called Show Off, which is a mix sometimes between me showing off some new cases from the community or new things that people have made for using the videos on the community, which I have some to show for this Saturday show because I'm excited to show that because there's some good stuff that I got this week. Super excited about that. Sometimes I do a live build, the next live build, and I do it in steps, in parts. So we'll do a case and we'll do the case in different stages so you can build along if you want. This time I am going, before we even start the thing, I will have all the materials that you'll need. We're going to build something similar to an Apex time. I was able to get like the mirrored glass that they use. My plastics people have it. So we're going to kind of try to build that, put like lights on in the frame and everything. It's gonna be fun. So when we're ready to do that, you'll have it'll be like a couple weeks before we start that, so you can get all the materials. Also, this one's gonna be no drilling. You're not gonna have to use a drill and drill a hole in the frame, in the posts. So it's gonna be easier to do, a little easier to do. So yeah. Yes, and then Sunday we normally do this. I haven't done it in a few weeks. I apologize. There's been some illnesses around here. Things happen. Life happens. But we will be back next week. I might like switch it up the Super Bowl weekend. Maybe do it on Saturday at some time. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Because I'm not going to do it during the Super Bowl. The Eagles are playing. Go Birds. And I worked during the day. I would have had it moved up. What else? I also plan on I want to finish my room. Like, this room has been a work in progress for years. And I want to get all my toys out of the box so that 𝗬̱cie, like, I don't have a box watch on me, like, constantly. Because there's a lot of boxes. And in the closet.
I'm working on a new shirt design too. I'm working on a new shirt. I have to order some blanks so I can figure it out, but I'm working on a new shirt design.
Well, that closet, and there's like 15 boxes in front of that closet. I want to put them up. I want to put them in my cases. So I am going to be doing impromptu live streams where I'm just gonna throw a camera on. We can chit chat, but I'm gonna be like fixing everything up in the room. It'll be fun. It'll be a fun way to do content and also fun way to get to know each other. So yeah. But that is all we have for tonight. If you want to, support the channel, you can become a member. Whatever, the member money and the ads usually go to me buying the materials to do these cases and to do the live build. So that's where all that goes. It does help. And I thank you for all my members, which I will be hitting the member video that I made. Or you can buy a shirt, whatever. But yeah, I love doing this. I love having you guys here. The panel is amazing. You guys in the chat are amazing. And I hope you guys have a great rest of your weekend. There's only some of us it's over already. Some of us it's ending. But I hope your week is also great. So you guys have a good night and take care.